I got tagged by RosElizabeth to do the 17 random questions tag. I'll tag a few of you in the down bar if you want to check that out. And of course, anyone is welcome to do this. Just post this as a video response if you end up doing it so I can watch them. How did you get your YouTube username? When I first started watching videos, which was probably back in 2006, I was Jinkies Velma on here, and that's because I'm a big Scooby-Doo fan. I didn't really make videos until last year. I think it said I started this account June 17th last year, so it's been over a year since I've been making videos, which is pretty cool. So I decided to change my username because it didn't really fit with the theme of the new channel I wanted to start. So I don't know, it's kind of obvious, but I was a vegetarian at the time and I enjoyed beauty, so veggie beauty is what I came up with. The next question: if you could change your name to anything, what would it be and why? I guess I've kind of gotten used to my name as the years have gone by. If you could go back in time and give your younger self advice, what would it be and why? I don't know if I would change it, but if I was going to change it, it would probably be to Violet, because that was the name of my great-grandmother, and she's the person I admired most in the whole world. She was just the nicest, most independent, strong woman I've ever met, kind to everybody, really funny, really genuine. So I would be honored to be named after her. So if I have a little girl, I want to name her Violet after my great-grandmother. I would tell myself just to relax and not let people determine your self-worth. Go through life, you're always looking for validation from other people. You need to realize that they don't know you, they don't know who you are, and a lot of times people just want to see the faults in other people. You know that you have good traits about you. You don't need someone to constantly validate your existence and your worth. You need to find that in yourself. So I would have told myself that, and I would have told myself to not worry so much and just enjoy things and enjoy not having a ton of responsibility as a child, because when you're an adult, it's like a lot of pressure on your shoulders to pay all your bills and be responsible and all of that. So yeah, I definitely tell myself that advice. Oh, and to not worry about finding a boyfriend in high school, because some high school relationships work out for people and that's totally cool for them, but most of us don't even know who we are yet and don't even know what we want. So I'm kind of glad that I never got in any really serious relationships in high school. So I would have told myself just to have fun and not worry about finding a boyfriend, because I mean, you change so much when you get older. How old were you when you first learned to blow a bubblegum bubble? I don't know. I think it took me a little while to learn how to do it. It was like blowing a bubble, braiding my hair, and learning how to snap my fingers and whistle. Those were like the main things I wanted to learn when I was little. I think my sister taught me how to do it when I was probably 6 or something like that. So I'm gonna say like 6 years old probably. What did you want to be when you were little? I wanted to be lots of things. I think I first wanted to be a nurse. That was like the first thing I wanted to be, and then a veterinarian. But then I realized I'm not dumb by any means, but science and math are not my two strongest areas. I have a hard time understanding and comprehending some of those things. Like for science, I'm really good at like anatomy and biology, stuff like that. But when it comes to chemistry and physics and anything to do with math and precise measurements, I had a lot of problems. So I knew it wouldn't be for me, but I've always had a love for helping people, and I've always wanted to help animals. So I feel like I can finally do that now in my own way with things I'm good at myself. So those are definitely the two fields I really wanted to go into. And then when I got some artistic talent, as I got older, I wanted to be an artist. Probably when I was 8, I decided I might want to be an artist for a profession, but I just never envisioned how I could make money at it. So I guess I just never thought it was a valid job for me. What do you order at Starbucks? I think I answered this in another tag video, but I don't really go to Starbucks anymore. I used to work there and I know how many calories are in those things, but if I went there again, I probably would just get black coffee, put some raw sugar in it, I'm not that picky. And maybe espresso. Maybe a soy latte with a double shot of espresso. That might be really good. What's the hardest you ever laughed? Hardest I ever laughed. Probably something stupid my sister did. I don't really remember a specific example, but I used to laugh at her a lot because she cracked me up. Not that she did anything intentionally, she was just always getting into weird situations. I laugh a lot at my husband too. Not really with him, but at him sometimes because he's a dork. But I don't really have a specific example for that. If you could play any musical instrument, what would it be and why? Well, I already played 2 instruments. Well, I should say 3. I played clarinet in middle school and high school. I gave that up because I wanted to devote more time to plays and to music, like singing. So I haven't played that since high school. Probably could if my mouthpiece wasn't broken. I probably could figure out how to play it again, but I would just say I'd like to know how to play piano and guitar at a higher level. Those are my favorite instruments. I just would like to be able to play them better. I'm okay, but I'm not that great. I need to practice more, I guess. What's your favorite thing to do when you're upset? Probably watch like a rom-com, like romantic comedy or John Cusack movie. Those usually make me feel better. Watch some kind of like soap opera type show, like The Tudors. I just got done watching that. Really, I don't know. I like things that are larger than life and, you know, totally not something that would happen in my life. It kind of takes me out of my own head, you know what I mean? It makes me not worry so much about my own problems. Or reading a book, that really helps me too. What's your favorite movie? My favorite movie of all time? See, that's a hard question because I love movies so much and I love them for different reasons. But I'd say my favorite movie of all time that I probably watched the most would probably be Donnie Darko, I would have to say. It's got like everything that I love in a movie. It's got 80s references, it has really hot main character, Jake Gyllenhaal, so hot in that movie. It has great actors, story is unusual, it's philosophical, it's funny, it's sad. It's got like everything you could ever want in a movie, and the art in that movie is amazing. Like the mask for Frank is absolutely gorgeous, and the cinematography, I mean, I can't really say enough good things about that movie. So that's probably my favorite movie if I had to like really sit down and say a favorite movie. But I'd say also I'd have to say pretty much anything by Bette Davis. I love her movies so much, but it's more just her as a person than a specific movie that I love. What's one food you cannot live without? Peppers. Peppers are my favorite food. Either in hot sauce or just put in the fajita or put in hummus, like roasted red peppers and hummus. I mean, peppers are my all-time favorite food of all time. Can't live without them. Absolutely love them. And there's like a million different varieties of peppers too, so you're always gonna have something new and interesting to eat. What's your favorite dessert? Homemade vegan chocolate chip cookies or brownies. They have to be homemade. I don't like store-bought desserts. If you make them homemade, they're just so much more soft and chewy and yummy and warm. So yeah, homemade cookies and brownies. Favorite pizza topping? Unoriginal again, but peppers. Definitely peppers. Would you rather have the superpower to read minds or the superpower to be invisible? I'm already kind of an intuitive person. I don't want to be any more intuitive than I am. It makes it kind of hard to get along in this world because if you can read people really well, sometimes they get uncomfortable around you and they don't like that they can't hide their emotions from you, and sometimes I just don't want to know. So I would say I would rather be invisible because then I could just like go for a walk and just enjoy watching people and people watching and watching nature, and I wouldn't have to be self-conscious about myself. What did you do for your last birthday? Nothing that exciting. I think Carrie and I went out to eat to Old Chicago or something. If you had one personal selfish wish, what would it be and why? One personal selfish wish. I think like Jennifer said, I wish that I didn't have to worry about money. To me, I'd rather just do things I'm passionate about and not have to worry about making a living with it. I think that I would get more done then if I didn't have to worry about it so much, because the worry kind of paralyzes me and makes me afraid to do what I need to do or what I want to do. So yeah, I don't want to be rich. I just want to be well off enough where I don't have to worry about like paycheck to paycheck, you know what I mean? Just something like that. What does OMGHHKP mean? No idea whatsoever. If that is like a popular saying around the internet, I'm sorry, I'm not really sure what it means, but anyways, I will tag some people in the down bar. If you want to do this video, go for it. If not, that's cool too.